The first moment we heard that the Pope is coming to the Holy Land, that was a blessing and a grace, especially for us as a Christian Palestinian community. We are a small community living in difficult and harsh situations. The Pope brings with him the attention of the whole Catholic world. The whole world will be watching this little spot that almost no one cares about or hears a lot about. All of a sudden, I receive a phone call from a priest friend of mine, and he says, "How would you like to have lunch with the Pope?" I said, "Why would I have such an honor?" My friend said, "We thought in the Palestinian territories it would be very important for us to indicate the hardships that the Palestinian Christian community is living." I could very well relate to that, and I could understand it. Because I speak fluent Italian, they put me just right across from His Holiness. So I was so close to him and just in front of him. And the room was full. The religious hierarchy, bishops, priests, they were behind my back, so I didn't see them. For me, it felt like I was in this closed room sitting with the Pope and a few of the families. So I was sitting like 5 to 6 feet from him. 20 people around the table representing 5 families. The reason why these families were invited is basically to reflect the reality and the hardships of the Palestinian Christian community, whether living in the Palestinian territories or in the state of Israel. My first impression of the Pope, it looked like I was watching TV. The same person, the same way he goes about things, and the same way he reacts and talks. They gave me a microphone. I forgot that I was actually sitting face to face with the Pope and not in front of the TV until my wife gave me the elbow and she said, "Joseph, go ahead and start introducing us." And it was then that I started talking actually to His Holiness. So I told His Holiness, "What a joy to be sitting and having lunch with you. What a blessing. Although the reason for it is really sad. It's a tragic situation that we all share." I felt that he was there because he wanted to listen. He wanted to understand. He wanted to get the first-hand story, unedited. What struck me about him is that he's really interested in knowing everything. He wanted to hear all the details. This was really surprising, that the patience with which he listened to everyone and encouraged everyone to just relay their story. At 2 occasions, I felt he was about to cry. You could almost sense the tear dropping from his eye. My wife would throw in like a joke or lighten up the situation. He would brighten up and break into a laughter. This was really amazing. The topic of the wall was raised. He mentioned that he stopped there and he said a prayer there. I feel that when he touched the wall with his hand, he touched the hands of all the Palestinian community in the whole of the West Bank. He kind of gave hope to the whole of the Palestinian community. Having had this experience with Pope Francis and had lunch with him and had the chance of explaining to him over an hour of time, it meant a lot for us. He's so humble and so close to the people that you almost feel like you're sitting with a friend. You could feel that you're sitting there with a humble person that you can relate to, and at the same time, he showed that aspect of a caring and loving father, and we appreciated that very much.